So my name is Jim Hassler. I live on Chain Lake in southern Pend Oreille County. 2 years ago, we found this boat sitting in a barn. It's called an eco harvester, and it's sold through Weeder's Digest. It's built in Wisconsin. It's one of 3 boats west of the Mississippi and the only one in Washington. That's a side view. It's an aluminum pontoon boat, and it pulls weeds out of the water. You'll see that blue drum on the front of the boat. There's a rubber roller down below, and you lower that down into the water. It pinches the weeds as it rolls, pulls them into a conveyor, and dumps them in the bunk in the back. What I want you to notice on the side there, you'll see they kept the boat in the water for extended periods. You can see the water line where the boat is when it's empty and also when it's full. So it operates in about a foot of water, so it can get close to shore. Bring up another photo. Here's the front view. It's about 7 feet wide, and it pulls a path about 4 feet wide. The roller's 4 feet wide, and it pulls the weeds out by the roots. When you go through, there's hardly anything there. And it loads it up that conveyor and dumps it in the bunk. I'll have a few videos too.
Are you for hire, or do you rent this thing? Or?
Well, my partner, so 2 years ago, we got a permit. We needed a permit to use it on our lake. We learned how to use it, broke it a few times and fixed it. Last year, in August, we applied for a permit to use it on the Pend Oreille River. We got approved by the county. My partner in this endeavor had his hip replaced. So I did our lake this year. I went for about a week. It was during that real hot weather. I'd go out for about 3 hours. In a week, I pulled 30 boat loads, which a boat load is about 2 cubic yards of the weeds. And that was me. Normally it was 2 people. We'd dump them in a trailer, and then take a dump trailer, drive it away, dump the weeds, come back. Usually one guy was doing that while the other was out in the boat, and it kind of worked out. This time I had to park the boat, get out, go dump the trailer, back it in. So it was a longer process, but the boat itself works pretty quick. So he suggested that I come here this year. We were coming anyway, but maybe we could find people who want to help. Somebody with a dump trailer, and putting the boat in and stuff is a 2-man operation. And if we got people interested, either we could do it this year or start next year. So I've got a sheet if you want to sign up. And what it would work best is if people in areas, we work through areas, because transporting the boat and moving it around, and the travel between the time of pulling the weeds, taking them to where you're offloading. If we can offload on the shore, if there's enough draft there, but you're responsible to get them away from the water. And they do dissipate pretty quickly. I mean, the next day they probably weigh half of what they did when we dumped them. And if you spread them out, they dry really fast.
What's your cost?
Well, we haven't figured that out yet, but it's a lot cheaper than divers.
I'm not on the river trip, but I have dump trails.
Okay. Well, I have a sign-up sheet for you. So, all right, I'm going to show a few quick videos here. There it is from the operator's view. Set volume too loud. And this bunk in the back has a conveyor that you move back as you fill it up. Doesn't run very long. That's a full load, yeah. It's about 2 cubic yards. Turn the sound down on it. You can see it pulling. It goes down 4 feet, but what it does, it just has to grab part of the weed and pull it so it can pull weeds deeper. But really, if it's more than 4 feet down, you don't need to worry about it unless you're swimming. You know, your boat can get through there and everything. And
Does the boat need 4 feet of water to run?
no, it will go in a foot of water. And you can just skim the top. If there's stuff floating, you can skim the top and not pull weeds. Another thing, it works, there it is. Like Scott was saying, where milfoil grows over the native weeds, you can go through, pull the milfoil, and because that's the only thing that's gripped by the roller, it'll leave the native weeds underneath. Or if you're clearing a beach or along a dock, you can go down and clear everything, clear a path. Like I say, there's a 4-foot wide path.
We live in that slough behind us. Over there by Skookum, which comes up that, yeah. We're looking to have a path put through that.
Yeah.
No bass in there.
No.
Oh.
Nice guy. We know the valley.
Yeah, is that you guys kayaking in there?
We were last couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, we were down there fishing when the water was high.
Yeah, water's high.
Yeah, black lab out there
Fishing
running.
in there?
Here it is. I can't rotate, but here it is unloading. That conveyor in front flips forward and you run everything in reverse. And there's a side view of it going in the trailer. My wife stopped the video halfway and then she flipped it the other way. So I'll show you here. Here's finished unloading. It takes, once you start going, about a minute to unload.
Takes less time to unload than it does to.
Yeah, the fastest I've filled a boat is 5 minutes. From when you start pulling, like this time it was 9 minutes from where I parked the boat, go to the channel, start pulling and fill it up. So part of it depends on how far you are from where you unload to where you start loading again. So if anyone's interested in either helping or want it done, I've got a sheet over here. You can sign up, contact sheet, and I can contact you and your address where the property is, so we can group people together and pull weeds. So do you have any questions?
When can you start?
Well, I guess when I get people that can assist, either with a trailer or people that want to have it. So, okay, Mary.
I've got people online, so I'm,
okay.
I'm having them email me, and then I'll email you the.
Okay, and then I'll contact them.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a 6x10 dump trailer.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you.